What's up, man? It's your boy Big Tay back in the building. Welcome back to another episode of the Pastor P's podcast. I'm so sorry. It's been a minute. I had to step away, man. I had to go on a little hiatus, man. I had to regroup, you know what I mean? That was a crazy election, man. It opened my eyes to a lot, man. I understand more about people than I ever knew before, man. But I'm back. We in this motherfucker, and we got to talk about some shit. I told y'all, I tried to tell y'all a couple months back, I was talking about this. First of all, let me say, I gotta clear my throat, and I might have to do that a few times, man. I lost my voice over the weekend, kind of scraggly right now. I may dip off, and you understand me, whatever, to soothe my throat. No Diddy. Anyway, it was a crazy results in the election, man. Had me questioning everybody I know, because like the way the map turned out, red as this shirt I'm wearing, like I don't know. I don't know who voted for Kamala. You know what I mean? It don't seem like nobody did. Anyway, we passed that. And guess what we on to? We are on to Project 2025. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, my bad. The Republicans or the Trumpsters or whatever, you know what I mean, they be in such denial. They like to call it Agenda 47, which is damn near the same thing. I mean, if they read them next to each other, it's hard to find some differences. They pretty much saying the same thing. They speaking the same language, saying the same thing. Okay, let's call it Agenda 47, but it's not. It's Project 2025. And some people are now coming out and admitting that that's what it is. You know what I mean? Anyway, I got a couple clips. You know how I do it. You know what I mean? So I got my first little clip going. We just gonna go over what the Democrats are saying about this Project 2025, and then I guess the Democrats, because I don't have what the Republicans are saying because they deny it. They call it Agenda 47. Okay. But anyway, that's what we check this out.
On January 20th, 2025, Donald Trump will be sworn in as the 47th President of the United States. In his first term as president, he showed utter contempt for the Constitution. He was impeached for abusing the power of his office for his personal gain. He used the Department of Justice to go after his enemies and protect his allies. He packed the Supreme Court with justices who yanked away a woman's reproductive freedom. He separated children from their parents at the border. He sucked up to dictators and antagonized our allies. He even tried to use the military against American citizens. And the list goes on and on. Luckily, Trump's own incompetence, combined with the patriotism and competence of those that he appointed, saved our democracy in his first term. But his second term promises to be far more dangerous and extreme than the first. Trump 2.0 is a grievance and retaliation mission, unburdened by the political considerations of re-election, well, at least we hope, and unrestrained by an extremist Supreme Court that has granted him sweeping immunity. He is out for revenge, and his only criteria for his appointees is complete and total loyalty to him in order to execute his retribution. And this time they have a roadmap, Project 2025. Last month, my colleagues joined me in discussing the threats that Trump's implementation of Project 2025 posed to all Americans. This extremist agenda lays out exactly how Donald Trump can remake the government as his personal fiefdom, to gut checks and balances, roll back individual rights and freedoms, jeopardize our national security, help the super wealthy and hurt the working class, and make our children and environment so much less safe. Trump, of course, disavowed Project 2025 during the campaign. But now that he has been reelected, his allies are openly admitting what we knew all along. Project 2025 is the Trump agenda. We've already seen him nominate exactly the type of unqualified loyalists that we warned about. So we have a choice to make.
So boom, My question is, what choice? Ain't no choice. America has spoken. America made his mind up already. This is what we get. We get what we pay for. You know what I'm saying? Majority rules, we get what we pay for. You know what I mean? Hey, everybody want a steak and potatoes. But nah, bro, we eating fried bologna. You know what I mean? That's what we doing. Majority rules. So make it what it is, right? So now we in here. This where we at. Project 2025. The agenda is about to roll out. Whatever you want to call it, it's coming out. So what I want to do is I want to, instead of highlighting the actual Project 2025, because I did that before and I'm going to do it more, but what I want to do is just kind of like tap in on a few of the cabinet picks, prospective cabinet picks, because they haven't been confirmed as of yet, but these prospects for his cabinet, for Trump's cabinet. Let's see what we working with.
President Biden and President-elect Trump set to sit down in the Oval Office, their first face-to-face since Trump's historic election victory. Trump's new administration is rapidly taking shape. The newest announcement catching some of Trump's allies off guard. Fox News personality Pete Hegseth tapped for defense secretary. Trump posting, "With Pete at the helm, America's enemies are on notice." Hegseth, who's appeared on Fox for a decade, is an Army National Guard veteran, an infantry officer who served in Iraq and Afghanistan. He would lead 1.3 million active duty troops. He's indicated how he'd shake up the military, arguing it focuses too much on diversity. Last week discussing how he would, quote, course correct.
Any general that was involved, general, admiral, whatever that was involved in any of the DEI woke, it's got to go.
Also saying he opposes women in combat roles.
It hasn't made us more effective, hasn't made us more lethal, has made fighting more complicated.
Trump also announcing billionaire Elon Musk and entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy will lead a new Department of Government Efficiency, comparing its creation to the atomic bomb program, the Manhattan Project. Trump says Musk and Ramaswamy will provide advice from outside of the government. He has campaigned on ending federal agencies, including the FBI and Department of Education, but it's unclear how much power the commission would have. And former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee, an evangelical Christian, for U.S. ambassador to Israel. Huckabee strongly supports Israeli settlements in the occupied West Bank.
There is no such thing as a West Bank. It's Judea and Samaria. There's no such thing as a settlement. They're communities.
President-elect Trump has announced some of his cabinet picks much faster this go-around than he did 8 years ago. Still, some could face potential roadblocks in the Senate that confirms nominees for the high-level positions. Trump, as you may have seen, is trying to avoid any possible delays like those that he faced in 2016. He's demanding Republican senators allow what they call recess appointments that would temporarily place his picks in office without a confirmation hearing or a Senate vote. Back to you.
President-elect Donald Trump's administration is starting to take shape. He's announced who he'll tap to lead border security and is also weighing in on the new Republican-controlled Senate. ABC's Christiane Cordero has the latest.
This morning, former Immigration and Customs Enforcement Director Tom Homan, who carried out one of the most controversial border policies during Donald Trump's first term, is set to return to the White House. The president-elect announced Homan will serve as border czar, tapped to fulfill Trump's campaign promise of the largest mass deportation in American history. Homan recently spoke with 60 Minutes.
I hear a lot of people say, the talk of a mass deportation is racist, it's threatening to the immigrant community. It's not threatening to the immigrant community. It should be threatening to the illegal immigrant community.
As ICE director, Homan led the zero tolerance policy that separated parents from their children at the border. The ACLU estimates between 500 and 1,000 families have yet to be reunited. When asked if there's a way to carry out mass deportations without separating families, Homan said this.
Of course there is. Families can be deported together.
Trump also weighing in on the new Republican-controlled Senate, saying whoever leads it must allow recess appointments. That would give Trump temporary power to fill vacancies without Senate approval. The issue came up in 2014 when the Supreme Court ruled against President Obama's use of recess appointments. At the time, Leader Mitch McConnell called the move a power grab.
The president defied the Senate's determination that it was meeting regularly, and the Supreme Court unanimously agreed with us.
Christiane Cordero, ABC News.
And tonight, Trump is confirming reports that he would declare a national emergency and use the U.S. military to carry out his plans for mass deportation.
All right, Fox 5 Sharon Crowley joins us now with how it would work and who could be affected. Sharon.
Yeah, a lot of eyebrows being raised tonight about this. President-elect Trump's mass deportation threats concerning many immigration advocates. Fears amping up after Trump posted on Truth Social that he agreed with the idea of declaring a national emergency and using the military to deport illegal immigrants. Now, Trump said that he is prepared to declare a national emergency and will use military assets to reverse what he called the Biden invasion through mass deportation program. And a spokesperson for Trump's transition echoing that sentiment, saying that the president-elect will keep promises he made on the campaign trail with regards to securing the border and deporting illegal immigrants. Just a few minutes ago, I spoke with Republican Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis, who represents Staten Island.
Y'all wanted this. You wanted this. You wanted this. Yeah. Hector, all y'all Latinas that went out there, Deontay, all y'all blacks for Trump, all y'all, this what y'all wanted. Y'all wanted this. Just because y'all wanted it, now we all got it. But you guys wanted this. So, hey, ladies, I didn't forget about y'all. I seen how y'all came out overwhelmingly voting for him. Oh, you gonna get what you. Oh, he not only gonna grab you by the yada, I mean, he gonna. Oh my goodness. We getting what y'all want. This what y'all want. I don't know. I mean, it's people being put in positions. And y'all wanted to say LeBron James has some nepotism stuff going on with his people when he got his son in the NBA with him. But when you look and see who Trump is putting in places, people that's never been in politics, people that's all Fox News anchors, people that, and then people that are in politics, the most radical people you can think of, and yet people, the American people, these people that sat back and went out and voted for him, gonna sit back and act like they have no problem with this. This is the only thing I don't like. See, because when I vote for somebody and then I don't like what they doing, I try to hold them accountable. What y'all doing is holding his hand and allowing him to fucking crumble this fucking everything we know to be. Y'all just gonna let him destroy it and not gonna say nothing to him. Y'all not gonna try to check him at all. Y'all just gonna kiss the ring, huh? Kiss the ring. It's crazy, bro. I need somebody to help me understand. Help me understand, how can you hear certain policies that's actually being put in place? How can you hear that the president is going to use the United States military to conduct his mass deportation? How do you feel that he's going to go ahead and try to push through his picks so they don't have to be confirmed? Like, that's all dictator stuff that he been said he was gonna do. But y'all ain't gonna hold him accountable. That's kind of bizarre. That's just strange to me. And then when you look at the people he putting in place, like just a couple years ago, J.D. Vance was against him. Just a couple years ago, Elon Musk was against him. All these people just a few years ago was against him. Now, they're with him. What do these people have to gain from this? What do they have to gain? Come on, man. Elon Musk has several companies with government contracts, and he's being put in charge of government contracts. I'm not even 100% factual on that. I'm pretty sure that's what they just said in that clip, though. So, yeah, that I mean. And it's late. This recording is happening pretty late, so don't judge me. Anyway, you get what I'm saying, though? Like, so this is who we putting, this what we doing, so this is acceptable. This how low the bar is for I mean, it's kind of like everything. Just this past weekend, we had this celebrity boxing match, right? Well, it was a professional boxer versus a YouTuber / professional boxer now or whatever. I don't know. It was all a sham. It was set up. It was all a contractual agreement. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with everything, man. It's the same thing with these politics. It's the same thing with sports. It's the same thing with work. Everywhere, man. Everywhere is just a contractual obligation from somebody. Somebody has an obligation, and they got a contract, and they handling business, and that's all they doing, right? So now he putting his people in place to handle business. He done promised. He done, you know what I mean? It's like right in our face, like, I'm gonna let you get this. And ain't nobody gonna say nothing. I mean, we just gonna let them eat, huh? Because you know they gonna pull the right strings for they companies can bank. You know what I mean? That shit crazy. But that's the shit we wanted. That's the stuff we wanted, man. Us as American people, we went out, we voted, we did our thing. It's our duty. We did that. I mean, can't nobody cry about it now. These are the results we got, and we got to live with them for the next 4 years. If things don't go how the plan is laid out. You know what I mean? Because if it goes the way the plan laid out, this is going to be it. Looking, motherfucker. I mean, some of the fear mongers out there, I mean, I don't know. But if the president gonna have the military at his hands, you know what I mean, and able to like sick them on people, I don't know what the hell you could do to that. I mean, to that. Next thing you know, we'll be fucking Cuba, I guess. You know what I mean, or somewhere. But if you don't know by now, or if you haven't by now, I'm Big Tay. It's like, no, I'm just playing. Go check out Project 2025. Compare it to Agenda 47. Come up with your own conclusion. You got to think. Use this. Use your mind. Think about it. Watch. Just observe. Look at them. See what pieces they putting in place. Listen to them. What's the verbiage? What are they saying? What are they talking about? What's their plans? How they plan on carrying this stuff out? All of these things are very important in their agenda. It's like sometimes you gotta, you know how they say read between the lines? Sometimes you just gotta sit back and watch. Shut the fuck up. Sit back. And just watch. See, but here's the good thing. The Republicans got exactly what they want. The American people got exactly what they wanted. So they not only got the presidency, they got all three branches of government, pretty much. You know what I mean? They got the House, the Senate, Congress, President. So they rule, they anything and everything that they want to do, they're going to do. And when that shit hit the fan, there's going to be no one to blame but them. And you watch how quick Trump turn on all of them motherfuckers when shit hit the fan. It's going to get ugly. But let me tell you something else. If that shit work, if this shit work, if the results, the numbers, because people only care about numbers. People care about numbers. And if these numbers come back, better economy, better this, better that, inflation down, boom, 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 you name it, crime down, immigration, illegal immigrants down, all this stuff down, boom, 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 everybody happy, feeling good. It might not never be another it might not be another Democrat for the next 20 years in the White House. The way, I said if it go good, but if it go bad, I don't know. People gonna be in denial. They're gonna say it was good. They're gonna say something, make up something. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, in between time, we got 2 years, man. For at least for 2 years, Republicans run the world or run the shit. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna do what they gonna do regardless. But after that, people got to get out there and vote. People got to do all that in the primaries and all that. Try to regain some stability or whatever. But you know what I mean? Until then, this is what we got. And y'all better get ready. Like I said, read up on it. Listen to it. Talk to your friends about it. Just try to learn more about what they doing and then listen to what they doing. Watch what they doing and you gonna see what they doing, bro. Anyway, man, it's been real, man. I'm Big Tay, man. Once again, thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Pass the Peas podcast. I'm going to be back with some more shit. It's all kinds of shit going on in the world. If you like that, you might like this, man. Holla at your boy, man. Hit me with a like, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do. Follow me on other social media platforms. I'm everywhere. Big Tay. You know what I mean? Pass the Peas podcast. Thank you.